The problem statement is because there are multiple complexities. You do R&D, and after doing R&D at a certain stage, medicine fails in clinical trial. There are 90% medicines which fail in clinical trials.
And especially when we talk about AI, how do you see the modern medicine or the landscape of modern medicine changing with the personalized experience?
Sure. Emerging technologies like AI, ML have started long ago. Agentic AI is a POC level stage as of now, but I think it is here to stay.
Hello and welcome to the second edition of Emerge Tech, a multi-city role show brought to you by the Mainstream. I am Simran Shivalkar, your host for today, and I have with me a dynamic leader, Mr. Tushar Sade. He is a CIO at Origin Pharmaceutical Services Limited. Tushar, thank you once again for being a part of this conference and joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samar, for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be part of the Mainstream. Thank you.
Same here. And with that being said, Tushar, how is your experience been so far? There has been some critical discussions on laws like AI, emerging technologies, sustainability, as well as cybersecurity.
So I think the best part about this is you have to learn what others are doing, and what you can think about it as a process, right? Because it's to benchmark yourself where you are from it. It's a financial industry. Not that you will get a competitive edge, but at least benchmark yourself and improve further from there. It also helps to be in a good networks, and I was talking to their friends who are also looking at different events. So I think working helps, learning helps, benchmarking is the way.
Absolutely. And with that being said, Tushar, the theme of today's conference is emerging technologies, future-ready leadership, with technology. You come from a pharmacare sector and you have an estimate on that. What is your, or how do you see emerging technologies being integrated in pharmaceutical stuff? And especially when we talk about AI, how do you see the modern medicine or the landscape of modern medicine changing with the personalized experience?
Sure. So personalized medicine is a very powerful and for the why not go there? I think let's take a step back. First starting focus. What's that we are doing and why we are. So for any pharmaceutical company on the planet, purpose is to serve as many medicines, as many patients as possible by making your medicines affordable and easy. The patient gets, it can be a patient sitting in East Africa, or it can be somewhere in a small district in India, right? So purpose of any pharmaceutical company is to increase stage. Right. The purpose also is to achieve a number, like for example, the media victims or heroes. So for reaching that scale, you may have a digital intervention. The way we look at this is today, there are three broad buckets. First bucket is about hunting. How do we hunt a customer and how do we reach out to them? Second bucket is around publish farm industry. Basically, it means that how do we nurture their account and get more big business from there. The third is not that. Now, productivity is a broad umbrella, wherein it covers how do we do more with less, how do we increase our aims, how do we ensure that mindsets that are reaching the right people the way ahead of us, right? So all these three buckets are in a way powered by digital. There was a time where the people were doing it manually. For example, if you were reaching out to people, to their contacts in very different ways, like for example, they send emails to them one-to-one. Now, since you're doing it manually, 10 to 20, that ain't we 100 for the matter. But with digital, we can send a million emails to various people, right? So that's the difference with the reason. Right. Now, AI, the moment AI comes into the equation, the things are actually becoming further easy. Now, imagine a person who was sending an email earlier, now an AI agent goes, checks all the databases, checks the information, makes a customized email and sends this automatic. Like even if the agent can do it, and that conversation can be as good as a person talking to the customer. So that personalization has come into play. Now all the three buckets, like I mentioned, there is an AI component, AI use case and all. let me talk about specifically about personalization with the productivity or in pharmaceutical space. Can be either on the R&D side or it can be at the manufacturing side, for example. So in the R&D side, for example, if you want to, like, there's something called drug discovery. If you want to do drug discovery, typical cycle is around 3 to 5 years. Say it takes around 10 to 12 years to get one drug out there in the market. Takes around $2.3 billion, give or take. And make that R&D and to manufacture the drug that the patient is served in the immortal part of the world. So how do we shorten that sort of time frame? Is the basic ask. Like the problem statement is because there are multiple complexities. You do R&D, and after doing R&D at a certain stage, medicine fails in clinical trial. There are 90% medicines which fail in clinical trials. So if you fail in clinical trial, you have to go back to ground zero, start your R&D every time. Now, using generative AI or using ML in learning, can you predict failures there? Yeah, first of all, use generative AI to generate new models. The way your ChatGPT is writing a text, imagine you making new models and you are synthesizing them or testing them in the state. And the machine learning part of it is actually predicting that, hey, look, this is more likely to fail. You can course correct now. I call it fail fast and iterate fast. Yeah. So you fail faster, you get fail fast and you iterate faster every time. I know it. So that you can avoid failures in the future as much as possible. So R&D space, definitely AI will help you reduce the time like that with a period around 30% time that can be saved. In the manufacturing space, now there are industry 4.0 use cases across the manufacturing space. Like these technologies are AR, VR, or they can be advanced analytics on AI as well, or they can be digital twin, and that's so forth. Many technologies are there. The vertical shifts will break out some of the sensors, which are required for you to build better after item system. So in the manufacturing space, if you use these technologies, the PV effects, we have seen around 27% of things after you are using these industrial mobile workspaces. We have seen around somewhere around 70% quality verifications, which are nothing but incidents or deviations getting used because of usage of industrial processes. AI and being caused, there can be digital, there can be simulations, and other form. So from a manufacturing standpoint as well, we are seeing what's really, we are seeing better yield. And what is happening as well is, if the medicines are now cheaper. Not cheaper medicines, it is affordable for patient as well. Right? So in the pharmaceutical context, I think emerging technologies like AI and ML have started long ago. Agentic AI is a POC level stage as of now, but I think it is here to stay for long. And as we go we continue to be novel. Okay. It will be probably priority 10 years down the line. But right now it's priority. If you have a AI use case, especially you have an edge, you have a
Absolutely, because I think all of this has stemmed somewhere countries like India, right from COVID or the lockdown. Do you think that it would be safe for us?
Awesome, absolutely. After COVID, the medicine transformation has an accelerate.
So,
but how I don't go to the board asking for money. Is that use case is justified easily because the board understands that without it still you cannot operate from the board, cannot operate your ocean, that may be work well. But it also has an upside because of after board. The licenses by this cost having huge like people have started charging money like it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's important for every organization to go and stay.
Correct. And if you could provide some use cases when we talk about healthcare for that matter.
Sure. So, like I mentioned about R&D and manufacturing, something around the personalized medicines you have to. So, personalized medicines are the ones like symbol. Well, so that is not feeling well. We have a specific ask when you are a minority, like it is in their mind. How do you personalize this? So, the data of how your health pattern has been, right? That data can be used. I already imagine a large language model which has the data of perhaps so many years. So in that some years, you are using that data plus your own parameters vector, and the system can actually predict that for similar so and so medical condition, at time that she needs so and so medicine, and the medicine can be customized. Right? So personalization of the medicines is the future. And I think it can be costly affair as of now, given the scale we are on achieving. At India, we usually regarding digital adoption, specifically in household space. But I think in next 3 to 5 years, personalized medicine is a system, and it will help us to increase our lifespan as well.
Rightly said. So, and because Tushar, you already said, nowadays organizations, if you have a use case of AI again, so it's like nothing, or it gives you that edge in the market. But any critical factors when it comes to AI, or perhaps providing the personalized experience that you could share with us?
Sure. So AI will not work just like that. I always give this example. ChatGPT is a double-edged sword. Then if you ask the right prompt, you can expect the right answer. If you are asking some random question, and actually definitely. So the best way of looking at it are the critical success factors, which I would call for that five. First is data. Your data should be right. The data should be accurate. If your data is right and accurate, then it becomes models are able to predict the image. Second is right model. Which model to use? There are different models. There is something called neural network model, random forest model, and that's one. Data scientists are actually fine-tuning every model. This is very fast. Right? Third thing is on the getting the right term. With MVP, just now generative AI will not work on any screen or any video for that matter, any laptop. It has to be run on a proper GPU. Without GPU, the scalability will also be difficult if you are running it on that screen. So we also need to outcloud it. The fourth thing is talent. Getting the right talent. You have to like it. Because we have very curious users here. But in the West, now MIT is talking about who is ensuring our better data scientists every year. Now, how do we build the talent within the country and bring the talent of looking at data and analytics the different way, right? The context of use cases important. And the fifth point is extremely important for today's AI is what we call it trust but verify. You trust whatever AI has better, but you verify. Just don't kindly go for it because the hallucination is real. AI hallucinates right every time you give a prompt. It's not always that it's giving quite a 100% right result. So you validate that. That is very important. So these are the 5 critical success factors which any industry, any use case will do. Probably these 5 checks are done, then your AI is very good best.
Great. Thank you, Tushar, for being so excited and of course sharing key recommendations with us as well. I definitely look forward to more such conversations with you, and I'm sure our audience today will has a lot to take away from this session.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks, man.
Thank you as well.